Hari Om everybody. We will start. It is 6:55. Start with opening slokas. Om Sahana Vavadu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhidamastu ma vidyushavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Kristotram. Akhanda Mandalakaram Vyaptam Yena Characharam Tatpadam Darshitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Ajnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalagaya Chakshurun Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha Gurureva Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Stavaram Jangamam Vyaptam Yatkinjis Sacharacharam Tatpadam Darshitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Chinmayam Vyabhiyas Sarvam Trailokyam Sacharacharam Tatpadam Darshitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Tvameva Mata cha Pita Tvameva Bandhuscha Sakha Tvameva Vidya Dravinam Tvameva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva Tvameva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva. Gita Dhyanam. First and the last verses. Om Parthaya Pradibodhidam Bhagavata Narayanena Swayam Vyasena Kradidam Purana Muninam Madhye Mahabharadam Advaidamrita Varshinim Bhagavadim Ashtadashadhyayanim Ambattva Manusantatami Bhagavad Gita Bhavaddeshinim Yam Brahma Varunendra Rudra Maruda Stunnandi Divyaistavai Vedai Sangapadakrammo Panishadair Gayandiyam Samaga Dhyanavastita Tatgadena Manasa Pashyandiyam Yoginaha Yasyandam na vidursura suraganaha Devaya tasmai namaha Devaya tasmai namaha. Sarvadharman parityajya Mamekam sharanam raja aham tva sarva papebhyah mokshayishyami ma shucha. Om Sri Ganeshaya Namaha. Om Sri Saraswati Namaha. Om Sri Chinmaya Sadgurave Namaha. Hari Om. Hari Om to everyone who logged in. Also to those who did not log in. We are doing chapter 2. Very deep. Because some of the verses in chapter 2, not some of them, majority of them, as Upanishad quotation, Upanishad imported from Upanishad. Some are directly, some the words are imported. The last verse we did is chapter 2, 24. We will chant that. We already chanted and we went in some explanation, not tell a whole lot. So Bhagavan is in the process of telling what Atma is. It is not anything like any other object. It is not an object at all. So all the phenomena which happens to a object will not happen to Atma. That's what he's telling in different verses. Acchedhyoyamadahyoyam akledyo shosha evacha nityas sarvagadastanuhu achaloyam sanatanaha. In the first line, Acchedhyoyamadahyoyam akledyo shosha evacha. 4 types of destruction explained, and it is not Badaka for Atma. What are the 4? Uncut, burnt, cutting, burning, wetted, cannot be wet, Kledyam, Shoshya, and dried. 4 things said in the first line. And then second line, Nitya Sarvagdastana, says 5 adjectives. Actually, there is no adjective for Atma. But somehow we have to distinguish in relevance to the transactional world. So, Lord is telling 5 items. What are the 5? Nitya, Sarvagda, all pervading, Sthanuhu, eternal, stable, not moving. Okay. Achaloyam. Again, he is telling Sthanu and Achaloyam. Right? Achaloyam means not moving at all. Immovable. And Sanatana. Eternal, ancient. So this no instrument of annihilation is applicable to Atma and cannot be wetted, drowned, dried up, burned, cut. All these things. And Shruti quotations are given. Why Shruti quotations are given? The prama becomes firm. The prama is the knowledge which a student gains while transacting from the teacher to the student. The prama becomes firm. And Shastra and like Kathopanishad. How many of you watching Kathopanishad, Guruji's Kathopanishad going on nowadays? So it gives strength to the mantras, give basics, strength, foundation for this Geeta knowledge. So that we have samshaya rahita jnanam, undoubts cleared pure knowledge. And we also saw that Astra and Shastra difference in the last class, I think is explained. Astra is the one which is sent, meaning which is leaving the hand, like arrow. Arrow, mace, all these thrown weapons. That is Astra. And Shastra is the one which you hold, like Gada, you hold, uh, and which is shield, which it is a protecting that you hold. And in 13th and 22nd sloka, it tells how Atma is different from Stula Sharira, from gross body. This is Advaita Vedanta Darshan. And remember, page 162, I told you in one of the previous classes, page 162 of this book says different darshanas drawn. There's a graphical representation. Charvaka, thesis philosophy, and theistic philosophy, theisism, all this. It's given detailed there. Nyaya, Vaisheshika, and who is the founder of each darshan. They all accept Nityavastu. Nyaya darshan also accept Nityavastu. But all Nityavastu is not Sarvagada. Nitya Sarvagada Anuhu Achaloyam Sanatanaha. The second line says that. All Nityavastu is not Sarvagada. Sarvagada is all providing. Nitya is eternal. I'll tell you one example. The atom or Paramanu, they say Paramanu, the smallest particle of any element is not all providing. And here it says that Atma is Nitya also and Sarvagata also. So when they say Nitya and Sarvagata together, Nyaya Darshan goes out of the way. Why? Nyaya Darshan believes Atma as Nitya, but it is not Sarvagata. So it goes out. Avinashidu tadditi, yena sarvamidam tadam. So the Visishta Advaita also refuted, because according to them, Atma is Anuparinama. So this says Avinashidu tadditi, yena sarvamidam tadam, everywhere. In 16th sloka, you remember 16th? 2:16 is very, very, very important. Na sato vidyate bhavaha, na bhavo vidyate sadaha, uphayorabhidrishtontaha, tvanayo tattvadarshibhihi. Sat and asat, very elaborately explained. I spent a lot of time explaining 2:16. I did an exercise also. You brought pencil and pen, virtual, not physical. And that verse itself says, Nasado Vidyate Bhavaha. So Shunyavada is out of the door, because Shunyavada doesn't believe that. Because they think Nitya Vastu is Chanika. Shunyavada argues that every time you see an object, it is changed. Even every second, microsecond different. You see an object, you look at it again, you are not looking at the same object. That is their argument. It may be true with some, not true at all with Atma. Because it is never changing. Sat never changes. Bhagavan already told in 16, verse 16. You can see their example is like river. River, the bottom is stable and the water is flowing. So they tell, there is a saying also, you cannot take bath twice in the same river. Because when you sink in, When you dip in the water, because that water is gone again, next water. So it's also always different. See, continuously it is different. The whole world is continuously different. That is not applicable. They are very good to a certain extent. That's what they say. Shunyavada is not applicable to Atma. Everything, every darshanas, all darshanas which is said in page 162 of this book is out, except Advaita Vedanta Darshana, which is said in the right. If you see the drawing, it's all right. It says that Advaita Vedanta Darshana is all right, all the time, every time. Advaita Vedanta Darshana has answers for all the questions. There is no question, there is no stone unturned in Vedanta. So that's why Najayate Mriyate va Katachit. The posterior state, which is called Prak Abhava in Sanskrit. And Pradhamsa Abhava. Prior is Prak, posterior is Pradhamsa. Okay. Now, the prior non-existence and posterior non-existence, the Kshanikatva is refuted. Na jayate mriyate va kathate. Nayam bhutva bhavidavan. We learned this sloka before. So, by telling this way, all darshanas are eliminated. Sankhya and Yoga Darshan folks are with us together, but they'll be taken care of later in some other sloka. So this Tatpada Vichara, I have to tell you about Tatpada Vichara. Whole Bhagavad Gita is divided into 3 sections. What are the 3 sections? We never heard that before. Yes. Based on Mahavakya. How many Mahavakyas are there? There are 4 Mahavakyas. Mahavakya is the one. How do you define Mahavakya? Mahavakya meaning, Maha meaning great, Vakya meaning sentence. So great sentence. What makes a sentence great? Oh, there is something we thought about. What makes a sentence great? In Sanskrit, said Jiva, Brahma, Aikya, Bodhaka, Vakya. One more time. Jiva, you think Jiva, Brahma, the all-pervading oneness, which is entire universe. Jiva, Brahma, Aikya, meaning union. Bodhaka, meaning awareness. Vakya. That sentence which brings you awareness of the Jiva and Brahma, Aikya, union between the Jiva and Brahma is Mahavakya. Oh. This is to be clearly understood. Jiva, Brahma, Aikya, Bodhaka, Vakya is Mahavakya. Now there are 4 Mahavakyas. Prajnanam Brahma. Prajnanam Brahma. At which Upanishad? Atharva Upanishad. Prajnanam Brahma. This Atma, this is Brahman. This knowledge is Brahman. The knowledge in me is Brahman. Prajnanam Brahma. The second one. I am Atma Brahma. This Atman in me is Brahman. Both are connecting Jiva Brahma. See, Jiva Brahma relationship is that which qualifies this sentence to be Mahavakya. Number one, Pratnyanam Brahma. Consciousness is Brahman. Number two, I am Atma Brahma. This Atman is Brahman. Number three, very careful. Number three, Tat Tamasi. You are that. That Brahman they are talking about in reality is you. I knew I am something great, but I didn't know I am that great. People think that way. Tattvamasi. And there is one more. What is the next one? The next one is Aham Brahmasmi. I am Brahman. The last stop of the train. Train does not go further. It is the last stop. Which is the last stop? The knowledge which says, I am Brahman, Aham Brahmasmi. Okay. These four Mahavakyas are there. And which Mahavakya is in Bhagavad Gita? That's a good question. Out of the four, one has to be Tattvamasi. Tattvamasi Mahavakya is expounded in Bhagavad Gita in 3 sections. Chapter 1 to 6, one section. Chapter 7 to 12, one section. Chapter 13 to 18, third section. The first section is Tvam Padartha. Tvam Pada Vichara is explained, Bhagavan explains about us, about the jivas, about the living beings in transactional world. Tvam, not Tat. Tvam. Second section starts from 7th chapter onwards to 12th chapter is Tat Padavijara, that great reality. I don't know at this point, but actually I am that. That's what Tattvamasi says. That is explained 7 to 12 chapters of Bhagavad Gita. Now the third section, 13 to 18, says Asi, that connection between the Jiva and Brahma. Jiva Brahma Aikya Bodhaga Vakya is Mahavakya. So by telling this way, we understand Tattvamasi is expounded in Bhagavad Gita, the whole Bhagavad Gita. We think lot of ideas we get from Shravana. After studying Upanishad and all, again you look at the sloka, you'll get new knowledge. You after studying Upanishad, you study Gita again, you will get more ideas. People are still digging. After 5,153 years. After this Bhagavad Gita, when it happened, about approximate, not sure, maybe 1 or 2 year here and there, 5,153 years since Kurukshetra war happened. Since then, people are doing research and research. You can also write your commentary based on your understanding. Hundreds and thousands of commentaries are there for Bhagavad Gita. This is the reason, because they think deeply and they get ideas which is not said somewhere else or something. You write. Nobody is stopping you. So that's why it is said Sanatana, ancient. These qualifications explain the nature of the self. Nitya sarvagadastanu achaloyam sanatanaha. So this 5 called. It is not only 5, it's more, but some are explained here. There are more points here. Because an Acharya called Neelakantha, Acharya's name, Matham, he established a darshan, a Matham which is called Neelakanti. If a thing is Nitya, he says in that, it need not be Utpadya. Remember, karma can produce results in 4 ways. I think I told this in one of the earlier classes, but I know you don't remember, which is okay. I'm going to tell you again. Utpadya meaning produce fresh, new, which did not exist before in any part of the world. Utpadya. Because if it is Nitya, it says that it need not be Utpadya because it is already existing. Why a thing which is already existing you will produce? Is stupid. Doesn't make any sense. Understand? So, it is Nitya, Utpadya not possible. Utpadya Vastu means something which was not there before and you are creating new. So, Nityatvad na Utpadyaha. You can make a statement there. Just since it is Nitya, so Nityatvad in Sanskrit, na Utpadyaha, need not to produce. We know that. So which is already existing, why you produce? Simple theory. And Sarvagatatvad, na Apyaha. Apyaha is obtaining something which is by going somewhere, go someplace and obtain something, obtaining the fruit of something. That is apyaha. You go get it. That is what apya means. Something you have to say attain, or something you have to attain. So that which is everywhere, sarvagadaha, which is sarvagadaha meaning all pervading. Okay, all pervading. Why you want to go someplace and get it? It is nonsense. It doesn't make any sense at all. So you say sarvagadatvad na apyaha. Make another sentence. Because it is sarvagadaha, it is not to be obtained from somewhere. And that which is everywhere, I need not to obtain, means something I seek through karma. See, these 4 items which is mentioned is a result of karma. What are the thing? Utpadyaha, produce. Like produce a pot, something. Pot is not already existing. You make a pot from the mud. That's a new creation. That is, can be used as Utpadya. Vikarya. What is Vikarya? Through modification. You take something, you modify that and produce a different thing. What is the example? Like milk turning into curd. How you make more curd? So a sample of that curd is put into the milk. And that milk, after keeping some time, becomes curd. That's how curd is produced many places, which was not there, but you obtained some sample and mixed it with that, you modified that. That's called Vikarya. Apya is something you go get some fruit, some not available anywhere. You go to some place and get something. That's called apya. The 4th one, samskarya, through rectification. By adding a quality into that, or removing a quality from that is called samskarya. There is no other way to generate fruit of karma other than these four. Now, Bhagavan says moksha is not like any of these because moksha is not produced because of it is eternal. It is not produced as a result of karma. Moksha is not by modifying something. Vikarya does not happen because it's unchanging. Already we learned that Atma is unchanging. And it is not reachable. Go get somewhere up. No, it's not reachable because it is omnipresent. It's everywhere. And moksha is not rectifiable. Nothing to add it, nothing to remove from it. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyade. Remember this? That is full. This is full. From the full, remove full, full remains. It is not mathematically, logically right. Logic cannot apply to this theory. That thing which is eternal, which everywhere, Sarvagata Sthanam, it is full, all the time full. There is nothing lacking in it. So you cannot remove anything from that. You cannot add to that because already full, which is already full, you cannot add into that. So the samskarya thing, adding, removing, does not work in Atma. Period. So all the four we came to know will not work. Sthanu, again, Sthanu and Achala is told here. Difference. I was also thinking, why Sthanu and Achala are told there is difference? Sthanu has a firm base, can move like a tree. Like a tree has a large stem. The stem doesn't move. You shake also. Big, strong man comes, it will not move. But the branches move. Notice that. Branches are smaller in diameter, go sideways from the stem, and it will move. And the leaves and further branches from the branch, that also will move. But the base will not move. Sthanu. That is, example is given. Achala, no matter whether head or top or stem or bottom or nothing moves. Example is mountain. No part of mountain moves at any time at all. That is why mountains are called Achala. Like Arunachala. It is Kudastha. All the time Kudasthas. Kudastha stays as a base for other things to make changes, but that will not move. No modification. So mountain is also Kudastha. Sarvagadaha. Nitya Sarvagadasthanuhu. Unconditioned by the space. Nitya meaning unconditioned by the time. Time is a product which came later. Atma came first. Remember, I told you two people conversation in the I think 2 or 3 classes before, which is the first century, things like that. So time came second. He was first. Not have a cause. This called eternal. Sanatana. Meaning does not have a cause. Without a cause, where it came. Causeless cause, we can say. There is no word like that, maybe. Causeless cause. What is this? Already these are said. This is so many times it is told. So, remember the Purva Paksha I told you mentioned I think 3 or 4 classes before, there are two entities, imaginary entities. One is Purvapakshi or Purvapakshi. We used to call Purvapakshi in the Vedanta class. Anyway, Purvapaksha and Siddhanti. Purvapaksha applies his knowledge in the reverse order, meaning which can be he can a question he will come from other side. From other side, you think there is a question, there is a doubt. If you say this thing, can you show me this? That is Purvapaksha. Siddhanti is the one which is supporting lawyer to the Vedantins. Siddhanti. He will argue, Purvapaksha and Siddhanti will argue. But Purvapaksha will say, no. If you say this, you have to say this. Siddhanti will say, no, I said it because A, B, C, D. That argument is going on between Purvapaksha and Siddhanti. Now Purvapaksha says, this is Punarikti Doksha. Siddhanti says, why? Why should not I say like that? Najayate mriyate vakraj. You are again and again you are telling there is Punarukti dosha. You'll bring some shastra, some words from somewhere. You will say this is not right. What he says is not different which from what you already said. You already said this before in one sloka. Why you want to repeat? That is his question. Either words or in the meaning. Siddhanti says, Atma Vastu, when you explaining, it is very difficult to comprehend. The argument of Purvapaksha is, you told this repeatedly, some other sloka, or you want to again repeat? Good question. We first think the Purvapaksha is right. But then with Siddhanti answers, then we say, oh, these Purvapaksha and Siddhanti exist in the writer's mind itself. The person who writes a commentary on Bhagavad Geeta, not Swami Chinmaya Gurudev's commentary, this Purvapaksha is not there. So many other Vidyaranya Swami or so many other people, Govindacharya, when they wrote commentary, these people, two people came, Purvapaksha and Siddhanti. They are built in within their own intellect. Suppose this happens, one will act as a Purvapaksha, other will act as Siddhanti. Think. So nobody can question Samsaya Rahita Jnanam. To produce this in the student, we have to have multiple views, multiple darshans, multiple view or point on this one. That's why they are telling this. Why you are telling this again and again repeatedly? Siddhanti says, wait a minute. I'm telling repeatedly reason why Atma Vastu cannot be comprehended in average person. When you tell the examples of Atma, he will not grasp it. And for us also same situation. इतना बार बोलने के बाद भी कुछ समझता नहीं. It happens. And no matter how many times you tell here, how will people in samsara, in which beyond indriya and mind, this knowledge which is beyond body, mind, intellect, that knowledge will fit in our head. Very difficult. Things will become clear only when you tell this analysis, this through Purvapaksha and Siddhanti. And आजकल के भाषाकार, आजकल की speakers tell jokes, stories, own experience and daily experience. All these are mixed together in the speech because of this reason. Jokes क्या है? आप लोग बोर हो गया थोड़ा हंसने के लिए? You think so? No. I met a lady in Giant. This is my personal experience. And she used to come to class before, long time ago. Then she stopped. I don't know what, mistake, something happened. Then she met. Hari Om Vijay Kumarji. She remember Hari Om at least. Hari Om. I told Hari Om also. I remember her vaguely face. Hari Om Vijay Kumarji. Are you still taking class? Oh, I'm taking class. I remember your jokes. First sentence. I used to tell jokes long time ago. In this, when explaining chapter 2, no jokes will fit. He will tell here and there. Jokes, stories, examples, experiences make the student understand the theory. If you don't understand, this might help. Might help. Not sure. But I remember your jokes. I told. Jokes only. Vedanta no. Kya bolega? She just said, oh, because of something happened, she could not continue the class. So fine. Anyway, I just told. So anyway, this Atma Vastu is very, very difficult to comprehend. So I am therefore, I should not grieve. Because of all these ABCD reasons, Arjuna, you don't have to grieve. There is nothing, nattam sochitu marasi. There is nothing here which is deserving for you to grieve. That's what he concludes. Is Parama Karuniga. Not only Karuniga, Parama Karuniga. Bhagavan's stories, many stories are in Bhagavatam. You know the story of Prahlada. Prahlada's story. I am not going through the story here because most of you who's logged in here today already know Prahlada's story. I don't have to repeat that story. But one part I will repeat. He made all this boon which was given to him, wrong, in or out, evening, neither man or animal, everything he made it successful, and still the death he took Hiranyakashipu's Jan Liliat. So anyway, that is the story. But everybody got scared. Devas and this goddess and goddesses in heavens, they all look, they say, and then they had Pushpavrishi, all this very, very scared because the look itself is very scary look. Prahlada was not scared. Why he was not scared? One reason, somewhere it is said, of course, Prahlada was height, he was a kid, so the height was small, and this Narasimha, the shape itself is so huge, and he was looking, his height, his eyesight was in level with the feet of Narasimha. The lower portion of Bhagavan was the same, did not change. Upper portion was lion, fierce lion, but he couldn't lift the eyes and go up there. He looked at his level. His level, he saw the foot. Bhagavan's Padaravindam, his foot was same, which he was meditating in his mind daily. So that was same. So he did not get scared. He was doing namaskaram like this. Rest everybody who is around in the palace, and there was everybody's got scared. Anyway, is Parama Karuniga. Any examples are there? So Atma is not Asraya for any karma. And And it does not become object of any karma also. This can happen only with Atma. These qualifications, adjectives which is used here, Nitya Sarvada Sthanu, Achaloyam, Sanatana, everything which is added here is only fit for Atma, no other object. And Atma cannot be brought as an object of your intellect because it is our own very subject. We'll do the next sloka. Avyaktoyamachintyoyam avikaryoyamuchyate tasmat evam viditvainam na anusochati marhasi na anusochitum arhasi. Avyaktoyam achintyoyam avikaryoyam uchyate. So many again adjectives are brought here. It is said to be avyaktam. Avyaktam, unmanifest. Achintyoyam, unthinkable. Intellect cannot go beyond the intellect. And avikaryo, modification. There is no change. Avikaryoyam, uchyate. Three points. And knowing this, tasmat evam viditvainam. Viditva meaning having known. Enam. This. Anusochitam. Grieve. Sochitam dukkam. Grieve. Anusochitam. Continuously grieve. That's what he said. Achintyam avyaktam ananta rupam. Vibhum chitananda. That's what a sloka in Kaivalya Upanishad. And that words from that Upanishad is brought here. Achintyam avyaktam ananda rupam vibhum. All these descriptions are taken from Upanishad. I told you before, Veda itself from scriptures. It's not Krishna's own idea. Avyaktoyam, this reality is unmanifest. For example, all this, at this moment, we are all manifest. Do you have any doubt? No. We are manifest. And we can see, touch either, feel, everything. But my thoughts, you cannot see. It is unmanifest. And I also, one thing I wanted to say, so many people have logged in to this, my discourse, agreed. And I am not seeing you at all. I don't know where you are sitting, what you are wearing, what you are eating. You may be eating something while watching, or may have turned on and gone somewhere else. That also I don't know. Everything is unmanifest. Everything is not clear at all. The only thing is the number showing up here. I hope you are all here. Chapter 2, I told you, please, 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 3 times. Why? I want you here, your attention as we go deeper. This sloka and next sloka and next sloka, we get deep into what is death. What leaves the body when we die? When we die, what happens to us? Who we really are? Who is the person moving from this body to the next body? So many things are told which cannot come to comprehend this idea into you if you don't pay attention. So this will be a waste. Do you want to waste your 1 hour? Such a good Saturday weekend. We can do many other things. Think, I don't want this to go waste either. My request is, physically you be here and mentally also. Please. Having said that, thoughts are unmanifest. But my thoughts, I am trying to manifest to you. How? By speaking. My thoughts are coming into words, and that words is coming to you and you are receiving that, something happening or not, I don't know. Huh? To the extent I'm trying my best to make you understand with examples, stories, analogy, humor, samples. From your end, you are also attentive, I hope, eager to learn, then communication will take place. Then it becomes manifest. So tasmad is used here because one subtopic is covered. 11 verse 11 asochanani sojastam pratnyavadanta bhashase. From verse 11 to 25 one topic is covered. True Advaita Vedantic teaching. See, Bhagavan is going so deep here. Someone may think Arjuna's question was very simple. इतना deep क्यों जाता है? Why? Huh? Should I fight or not, Bhagavan? You tell me. Huh? But Atma, Bhagavan started from Atma. Atma is eternal, this thing, that thing. Manifest, unmanifest. Why he told, which is very high philosophy? Because Bhagavan knows better. Bhagavan knows or you know better. Bhagavan knows better. And he is preparing Arjuna. He is preparing Arjuna's mind to receive the high knowledge. He became Adhikari. There is Uttama Adhikari, Madhyama Adhikari, Kanishta Adhikari. But from each step he is pushing him out. From Kanishta he is becoming Madhyama. From Madhyama he is making his Uttama. This process is taking place by telling each sloka is lifting him internally to that stage where you can understand the concept which is said here. That is why first he says stop grieving, first of all. Then you please listen. First of all, if you said that, he won't do anything. Again, slowly you bring him up to the speed, then you can understand. The mind calmness is required. For you also, what will happen? Anyway, let us see this COVID-19 situation for 1 minute. This COVID-19 situation came, Vijay Kumar, that is why you are online. Otherwise, physically, we should come and listen. That's right. COVID-19 situation brought us this everything online. Today was Tilak ceremony, went on perfectly well because of some dedicated sevaks. Last week, Gurudev Jayanti, it was online. Perfect. Top notch. Why? Because everybody dedicated seva. That Yajna Bhava seva was there. Chinmaya mission, everybody does that. But because of their work, we enjoyed. And this situation, you can make your mind up and down. Arey pata nahi kya hoga. I don't know when this will be lifted. Arey kitna din aise band karega. One husband told his wife, there was this thing. Why don't you put your mask? Why mask? We are home. Mask is liye. He said, at least that much time I cannot see your face. I am so bored of seeing your face. इसलिए मैंने बोला mask डालो. Actually, this is joke. But this situation we didn't bring. Is anybody who is present living, anybody responsible for this? You can say Wuhan and China and all that, that's different. But none of us are. Why we are suffering? We think we are suffering. We are not suffering. We are going through experiences. Different experiences at different time. Who brings experiences? He brings experiences. He will be done. They asked Jesus Christ. Arm was tired and he was like a prisoner. He was going. He said, somebody asked, are you the king? According to them, king is the highest. There is nobody above king, which is correct. In those times, king used to rule. There is no king of kings or somebody. Are you the king? He smiled and said, yes, I am, but not of this world. Which world is talking about? एक दूसरे को पूछा, ये क्या बोल रहे हैं? What he is talking? ये king है बोलते हैं, he is not this world. This world, otherwise there is another world. They got confused. They did not understand what he is talking. He said, I am, but not of this world. He knows exactly where he came from. And he knows exactly his state. So he does not feel all the pain and pressure. You are just going through that. Think. So similarly, Sukha or Dukha, we just go through that without any intermingling or interpretation or your own intellect participation. Just think, Bhagwan has given me this. So Bhagwan must have given the escape route also. Think, use your intellect to judge, analyze, not what he gave. Don't use your intellect to judge and analyze his decisions. Thy will be done, always. Then, what is the use of thinking this way? Let me tell you. You are giving the agency to him. He is the ultimate ruler. You are only an instrument. Just obey the orders. Of course, you have intellect. You are not negating the intellect. Using your intellect to know the Supreme, to know your own self, not to grieve. That's what the whole chapter 2 says. Do not grieve. Nattan sodhismarasi. Nattan sodhismarasi. Bhagwan is telling again and again. Ek Puravacha is telling. Agar again you pehle bola hai, again you are telling. So that's what it is. Why he is repeatedly telling this? It's for us. Not to grieve in any situations. And more situation is coming. The departure of the soul and other things are coming. And he will say again, this is what is happening. When you know what is exactly happening, no worries, nothing to worry. So Advaita Vedantic philosophy, Bhagwan is going so deep. Arjuna's question is answering in a different way. Enam viditva, the whole purpose of Sravanam, before Sravanam, you have some idea of the Vishaya. After Sravanam, you have new understanding. So OET world is now manifest. Object, emotions, and thoughts are now manifest. Sense organs can perceive objects. You can see the objects. Mind can feel emotions. Intellect can think thoughts. This world is manifest, is available for us to experience. But reality is, which we are talking here, is unmanifest to us. This Atma, all this Brahman, it is unknown to us at this point. It is merely words. Isn't it? It is words. You have to have faith in our masters, our Guru, Parampara, Sampradaya. They cannot go wrong. First thing, you have to have faith. They are telling the right thing. And not only they are telling the right thing, they are telling it for my benefit, my upliftment. And a well-wisher of mine is telling me, should you believe or not? You naturally will believe, isn't it? So the experience is given to us at this knowledge of unmanifest. Sense organs cannot perceive, mind cannot think, intellect cannot think. What it is, this is ability to perceive, feel, and think. That which is giving my energy to speak, for you the energy to hear. That is what it is, supreme. Example of flashlight. The flashlight example you already know. Some of you already know flashlight, but some of you also don't know. So I will tell. Huh? I used to say torch, but my daughter said, Dad, don't say torch. Torch is British. I didn't know what is British. British English and American English. In States, we say flashlight. Okay, fine. I learned flashlight. I'm used to torch. I'll tell you, admit my ignorance. Okay. Anyway, flashlight. So there is one gentleman. He never been to his basement. He went to his basement one day. He wanted to see what are there. The broken chairs, broken furniture, used books, so many things, dust is gathered. And the light is not working. So he carried a flashlight with him. He, he could see everything, all broken thing. Hardly anybody uses it. It's unfinished basement. Unfinished basement, hardly anybody goes. Anyway, he went there. Suddenly, everything he can see with the flashlight, except one thing. What is that? Suddenly he had this idea. What is the battery? Which company made the battery for this flashlight? Only when he went to basement, he had an idea. When he was upstairs, he never had this idea. These funny ideas come weird time. So he happened, so let me see. So he opened the bag, old type flashlight. King, king, king. When he take out the battery, can he see? No, the light is gone. Oh, no, with that light only I want to see. How can you see? With that bulb, with that light, this battery, he cannot see. Duracell or Energizer has to be two, because that is most popular here everywhere. Every shop you go, first is hanging Duracell or Energizer. Anyway, it doesn't matter. That power which makes me feel, which makes me think, is that because of him. That's why sense organs is beyond sense organs. This beyond mind, beyond intellect, beyond the five sense organs, beyond the five karmendriyas, everything. Why? Because that is giving me power. When I give that power to him, when I turn that attention to that person, everything goes blank. Nothing. And there is another story which I will tell you another time, which is very beautiful. I like the story. Another time. This is time to end. Close to, we are close to end. Some people are thinking, oh, thank you. You know, some people, 1 hour is too long. For some people, 1 hour is too short. Think, why? Why? For some people, meditation, 20 minutes, half an hour, oh, very long. Some people don't know what time it is in meditation. Why the difference? Think, analyze. When things are conducive, time flies. When things are unconducive, time doesn't go. Time crawls. उसको push करना पड़ता है कैसे भी करके. You know, now is COVID-19. Every day same thing. Every day same faces. Every day same. आज तक कई बोर हो गया. विजय कुमार जी आप बोर हो गया. Why bore? Every day is a new thing. Think, it is a setting of the mind. The mind testing, setting up is needed. If you do your sadhana, japa, kirtan, meditation, everything is regularly, it will become beautiful, fine and dandy. It will not be bored. There is no boredom in Vedanta students' dictionary. I'll tell you. Ask any Vedanti students. Ask anybody who does sadhana. There is no boredom. Boredom is other people who is not, who is in this mundane world. They don't know what world is all about, how the world came up, who is responsible for the world, why Bhagavan created dukkha in this world. All these funny questions they shoot up. You think a person, especially Chinmaya mission, can never have this funny question. They will not only have funny questions, they understand it better. If you pay attention, think it's now later. We will close at this moment and we will continue next class. I hope you understood this much. You please prepare, read the sections before coming. It will be beneficial for you to understand it easy, understand it better. I'll try to go deep as much as possible to make you understand. Okay. Thank you very much for signing in. We'll do the concluding mantra. And now this mantra can be a meditation. Vijay Kumar ji, raat ko kaun sa meditation? Meditation can be anytime, anywhere. So let this be a meditation. Simply sit, close your eyes, take a long, deep breath. सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः, सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः, सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु, मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत्। असतो मा सद्गमय, तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय, मृत्योर्मा अमृतं गमय। ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। हरिः ओम। श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरि ओम। Hari Om, and thank you very much. Stay safe and think. Continue your sadhana. That is only I have to say. Hari Om. Thank you.